Strike force on the deuce introduces a genuine superstar, Samart Payakaroon from Thailand, a movie star who retired a couple of years ago, wild champion. He's got his hands full though. Paul Lenehan is the #4 super lightweight in the world. Lenehan resides in Waterford, Ireland.
Samart took a 2-year layoff to pursue that movie career, Dave. Just couldn't stay away from the ring, though. And when he decided to make his comeback fight here in Paris, he said he wanted a suitable opponent, someone that would not look like he was just an opponent for Samart to feel his way back into the ring. And Paul Lenehan certainly fills that role. Strong fighter, more successful in full contact in previous bouts than in Oriental rules, but he'll certainly be no pushover tonight.
Versatile if he can go in both the Oriental rules, which is what you see here, and full contact. Ooh, there is a right hand with some purpose from Payakaroon.
That's what he's going for. He's very fast, very strong hand techniques mixed in with good kicks to the lower body.
There's a good kick and a good example of what you just said. I am also impressed by his lateral movement. He is very, very fast.
Seldom does Samart absorb a counter strike because he is so fast back out after his attack. There is Missy on that exchange.
The music continues from the bagpipes. Is there a significance? That's a little unsportsmanlike there from the movie star.
Drew a warning from the referee on that. One fighter is down, and that means when any part of his body or the soles of his feet touch the canvas, when he's down that way, he cannot be struck by the other fighter. It's a violation of the rules. Now that music that we hear in the background, coming from the bagpipes, is Thai music. It's traditional to play that music throughout the length of an Oriental rules bout. Some countries favor it, some do not. Here in Paris, the crowd loves it.
And a great crowd on hand. Lenehan just couldn't catch the quick Payakaroon.
Again, we see Payakaroon moving back very quickly after his initial strike, not giving Lenehan a chance to counter.
No one's taking a chance of feeling out in round #1. First of 3 rounds, and we remind you that with Oriental rules, rounds go 3 minutes. Payakaroon was willing to take one to give one.
Very fast lateral and retreating movements by Samart.
Appears to be a little faster than Lenehan.
Very fast low kicks by Samart.
Lenehan, the stronger upper body, but it didn't play a role here. Back with round 2 right after this. The movie star getting the royal treatment in his corner. A little tougher in the ring than before the camera, though, isn't it?
Paul Lenehan distinguished himself well here in the first round. He's a very tough fighter, as we mentioned before, more versed in full contact than in Oriental rules, but he's made a good account of himself.
How did you score that first round? He threw that punch so hard, he slipped to his knee.
I had that first round for Samart Payakaroon by 1/2 of a point, so I've got him ahead at this stage of our bout, 10 to 9.5.
I'm sure that there are some people who will draw the comparisons Bruce Lee and Payakaroon because there is a similarity in body type.
In body type and facially too. He does have a similar hairstyle. His face looks a little bit like
Lenehan trying to figure out how to catch up with the quick backward movement of Samart Payakaroon. Notice Paul Lenehan, Samart Payakaroon, they're both using both names. In the traditional sense, usually the warrior will use just one name.
Right, as we mentioned in our earlier bout tonight, many of the fighters choose to just take one name and make that their fighting name, first and last name, or a fictitious name. These fighters have not. And the reason is Payakaroon, who previously was known only as Samart as his fighting name, and some people still think of him that way. With his movie career, he's chosen to use both names. Paul, Lenehan uses both because his career is mainly in full contact, and a lot of the United Kingdom fighters don't follow the traditional Thai style in their Oriental rules bout, so he keeps both games as well.
Payakaroon continues to stalk. Lenehan tries to figure out what to do. There was a string of about 4 straight kicks by Payakaroon before Lenehan did a thing.
Lenehan needs to be more aggressive. He's waiting now for Payakaroon, and that hasn't served him well so far in this bout.
Looked that up quickly, and there was a warning for using the elbow coming in on Payakaroon.
I think it was unintentional, but the referee chose to warn him anyway. In Thai kickboxing, as it's executed in the Orient, elbows are legal. Since Payakaroon is accustomed to that style, the referee wants to make sure that he realizes these rules are different and doesn't unintentionally revert to his old style.
Payakaroon, a good right hand. I don't know why he's taunting with that face. You don't want that thing to get scarred up if you're going to make money in movies.
Doesn't appear to be too worried about that right now. He seems to be very confident that he's not going to be hit.
He does appear to be that way.
Acts as though he could hit Lenehan anytime he wanted to.
It has been all Samart Payakaroon in round number 2, and I sit here and look, and I just don't think Lenehan can catch up with that quickness.
I'd have to give that round to Payakaroon by a full 1-point margin.
Listen to me very
10-9 round for Samart. That puts him ahead by a point and a half on my scorecard.
1 minute fight. Listen to me very carefully. You kick. Don't move in on the punch. Don't move in on the kick.
Is a versatile young man.
Keep out of range the whole time. Keep a long kick and then move. But you stay still too long. You look too long. Kick him and then move.
He has not been able to figure out
make the first
what
move.
to do with the quickness
Fast kick, fast
of
move. His right punch is very, forget the right. His right hand is ferocious. So you're away from the right hand. Understand me?
I think it's
you move in
inexperience.
with your right hand and
Isn't accustomed to Oriental
don't move in
rules
on the kick or the
doesn't
punch.
quite know
Keep
what
it long.
to expect. The kicks come to the legs. What's my opponent going to follow with next? Will it be another leg kick? Will he go up top with hands? Those are new things to learn. And it's very difficult to be learning things for the first time when you're entering with someone like Samart Payakaroon.
I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you, okay? Now don't fight this guy. Beat him with speed. All right?
I don't know if he can beat him with speed. That'll be a true test for Lenehan. He was also warned to try to stay away from the right hand because Payakaroon does have a hammer in that right glove.
I think his corner is impressing on him that he can't match power with Payakaroon. He's going to have to try to match speed. We'll see if he can do it.
We saw the first 2 rounds. That'll be a task.
Again, the referee warning Payakaroon not to unintentionally strike with those elbows.
Already, you see where the 2 fighters are in the ring. Lenehan up against the corner. And Payakaroon just looking, waiting for the opening. A win here for Payakaroon, and what are his future plans?
A win here for Payakaroon is going to put him in line for an Oriental Rules World title shot. In his weight division, that title is vacant. We may see a fight between Payakaroon, possibly Dekars or Prestia.
Well, I guess if Lenehan can't beat him with speed, he's just going to pick him up.
Lenehan looking much more aggressive now.
But he's moving backwards. He almost appears afraid. And that knee, I think, got right to the chest.
Lenehan doesn't have confidence that he can move in on Payakaroon and do anything except get hit on the way out. And that's a bad feeling when you're in the ring. It's the 3rd round and you're already losing your confidence.
Good example of that close knee to the chest. Those things alert you. I don't think Payakaroon has been hit. He's not a mark on him.
Dave, I'm quite impressed so far with the way that Payakaroon has handled this bout. He doesn't look like a man who's been out of the ring for 2 years.
Sportsmanlike conduct from both sides. Oh, look at that. And another one. And yet another one. And Lenehan goes down, and this time he's going to get the standing 8 count. And those 3 short knees really took their toll.
The referee is going to allow it to continue. You notice one of those knees struck to the side of the head. They're not allowed to knee to the face, but if one fighter ducks down into it, the referee will not penalize the other fighter. You see how low Lenehan's head is.
And do you see how Payakaroon just keeps those knees pounding, and that's going to be it. The referee says Lenehan cannot take any more. They stop it. Under 30 seconds in the 3rd round.
Lenehan just couldn't take the punishment, Dave. Samart way too much for Paul Lenehan in this bout.
Lenehan, the 4th ranked fighter in this weight class, and yet he looked like almost a ranked amateur.
Payakaroon has to be up near the top of the ratings after this bout. It's his comeback fight, but he's going to shoot to the top.
Here's the